Maybe this is a thing most Gundam protagonists go through.
Yeah.
Being an insufferable ass before they turn into a good character. You jackass, you remember when my whole family died in an explosion right in front of me? And you slapped me? Hey everybody, welcome back to another Stone Face Reactions. I'm Theta, this is Lessons, and we are back with another episode of Mobile Suit Gundam. We're on episode 18, Zeon's Secret Mine. So, what are your thoughts?
Now that Amuro is on his own, I'm looking forward to what happens here. I think that's interesting. Yeah, it was a dick move from a teenager who just, misinterpreted what was being said about him.
I know I
it's like,
used the
no.
word dick move, but it's more than a dick move.
And
It's like if we're in a zombie apocalypse, right? And we've got one gun, and I run away with the one gun. It's more than a dick move. You're probably not letting me back into the group when I come back, is all I would say.
if you survive.
Well, I've got the gun.
Oh, you ran out of bullets.
Yeah, in which case, what I'm going to do, come back to a bunch of people who don't have a gun?
Yeah, so yeah, I mean, it's and I wish they did more with, and also the fact I remember that Sila. Oh yeah, Sila could help us. I was like, wait a minute, you put her in prison because you put her in prison because she pulled the same stunt that Amuro just did. By the way,
Well, that
and it's
Amuro, she did it at least. She fought like the Zeon forces that were present. She went off script and tried to fight the fight. Amuro just left in the middle of the night, like literally in the middle of the night. Like Bright had to get woken up to hear what was going on.
Yeah. It's the fact that it's like, oh yeah, oh by the way, sure, have a gun, go get that guy by yourself.
No, there was. They didn't give her a gun.
Yeah, he had a gun. She literally, the guy who opened the door gave her a gun. Said, "Go get him." That's what she had a gun for. And the only people that helped her were the kids. Actually, it was what's his name? The Haru who tripped the guy up.
The kids.
Yeah, and
because they gave her the command.
Yeah, and the guy with the bazooka at the end. Oh, and let's not forget the whole Amuro fixes the bathroom situation that Kika Kika basically just, I don't know how she did it. She's pretty strong for such a young girl.
Well, no, apparently you can easily imagine that the handle is just one direction sort of thing.
Yeah,
and she just went all the way. Yeah.
Yeah, and just poured it out. It was like, but it was again a chance for us to see Miria naked, I guess.
If that was what you're looking for, I wasn't.
Yeah, it's like,
look, I know you're drawn as Bright, but
still, also the fact that she had all the. I mean, I live in an apartment, so yeah, hanging.
Well, no, that wasn't at the apartment. That wasn't Miria.
Yeah, it was Miria.
No, Kika. That was
Who
Kika.
was it? No, but the clothing that was.
Kika said that she was doing the laundry. What do you think the running water was for? Kika was doing the laundry and hanging the clothes up.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. That kicking, putting the laundry, I was like, oh, that's weird. It's like, no, yeah, I live in apartments. You do that.
That's what I'm saying. That wasn't Miria doing it. That was Kika doing it.
Yeah, that was Kika doing it. But still, I mean, that was her job. She was doing the laundry, right? And she broke the whole thing. She broke the handle of the.
Well, I mean, you say that was her job. We don't even know if she was asked to do it. This fucking kid who just wanders around doing household chores for some reason.
Oh, has nothing better to do. She's very proactive. She makes a game out of it, which is why this is why I like her a lot. She doesn't wait around. She's like, oh, stuff is dirty. I'm going to do something about it, and ropes the other kids in helping her, right? And it makes a game out of it. So that was an interesting scene, I guess. Apropos, I mean, I guess it's apropos. It gives a sense that how they're living inside the ship, right? It's a little slice of this is how we're not simply sleeping here. We also have to accommodate ourselves and do laundry, and the kids are still here, right? So actually, that scene, aside for the nudity, was actually a pretty good scene overall. And I'm over helping them. Like, oh, did you fix it? No, I have to come back and fix it again. Like, it's like, no, this is not gonna. Somebody has to really work on this.
It's funny to hear, considering you've not given any of the other scenes a positive review. So your favorite scene was the naked Miria scene.
Not because of the nudity, like I said.
I didn't say that. I'm just describing it that way because that's what happened in the episode during the scene.
It's a kind of slice of life of how these folks are. I mean, we've seen other things like how they, with the trolley giving the food and stuff like that. It gives a sense of how people live inside White Base. That White Base is not just the place; it's a place where they live, and people actually live there. And
space is the place.
Thank you, Toonami. So I like, actually, that's what I like about that scene. And Amuro had any brains. He was like, oh, I'm not going to leave. I need to fix that faucet. Then I'll leave. But no, he couldn't even do that. He left.
No, you fixed the faucet.
No, Miri actually asked him, is it fixed? And he says, no, somebody will have to come back and really check it.
No, he puts the faucet thing back on. He turns the water off, but I think he's implying that it's not fully fixed, that you want somebody else to come and fix it. The same way, like, if I had a running water thing in my bathroom and I turned the thing that so I don't know the names for things. I know how to fix them. I don't know the names for them. The
faucet.
Well, no, the thing that the little knob beneath the faucet that connects the water.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, sorry. It's just like the words are so close to my head that I can't figure them. It's like the water shutoff valve. That's probably what it's called. The water shutoff valve. That he basically turned the water off, but this thing could still come off at any time. So you want somebody who actually knows how to fix it versus me who just knows how to temporarily fix it. So, I mean, the argument would be that why didn't he just open up the drain? That seems like it would be the main problem. Also, most sinks have that little drainage hole near the top, so to make sure that they don't overflow no matter how much water's in them. So obviously this drain is filled with something. So
all the clothing that she was Kika was
that's what I'm saying. Amuro could have done more to prevent the overflow. Like, if I were in that scenario, I wouldn't have left. I would have been like, give me a bunch of towels. Like, this is going to flood who knows where.
Oh, it's already flooding. The reason why he found out was
I know it's in the hallway, but it's like I don't know where the water. Like, if water was overflowing in here in the house, obviously I would know where the water is going to go. Because one, I know the level of the house, which way water flows. Also, I know what is around the area. I don't know what the fuck is around Miri's cabin. Like, is she down the hall from communications? Like, somewhere near the prisoner storage? I don't. Also, there's steps going downstairs. I'm on a one-story trailer. I don't know. This is like one story. I know where it's going to go here. I don't know what's downstairs from you. Like, what happens when the water reaches the stairway? Also, you're on metal floors.
Which are slippery, as we know.
Well, yeah, but I mean, also metal floors to metal steps. Someone's going to fall down the stairwell. Also, is that going to cause some sort of like rust or corrosive damage over time?
Yeah, probably. I mean, I don't.
That's what I'm saying. Give me a bunch of towels. This is a pressing issue, and we at least have to barricade the doorway to make sure this doesn't expand. Also, how secure is the floor? Is somebody below you now getting leaked on?
I'm sure that's pretty secure because you would need to contain air pressure. So because this is a spaceship, and so if once one section of the ship is breached, you don't want the entire ship to be breached.
It's very dependent, right? It could be on like the I don't know what they're called. It could be on like how a firewall works. It could be on that kind of scenario that there's airlock doors between sections because these don't seem like airlock. These don't seem like airlock doors themselves. But
the floors have to be pretty tightly sealed. Otherwise, you close the airlock, but then the air would escape from there. Right?
Well, that's what I'm talking about. A firewall is per a section, not for like every floor. You don't fire ceiling. So these things might be up and down, like an entire section could be.
Yeah, but if you do that,
not cross section, up and down sections. What I'm talking about.
Okay, so you close it up both sides. Right?
I'm talking like a cruise liner works, not like
the floors and ceilings need to be at least airtight. Otherwise, the people below that and above that.
I think we're in one of our loops again because we're literally saying the same thing. You're saying the ceilings, and I'm saying no, might not be though. It might be outer hull and then up and down like a cruise liner. And you're saying that every room is probably airtight, and I'm saying that might not be the case.
No. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that anything that's inside probably would have all.
You're saying every floor is probably airtight, and I'm saying that might also not be the case because you play a lot of Oxygen Not Included.
Nope, never played it.
Oh, you never played it? The concept of airflow is the thing in that game that you build a bunch of rooms, and then you need the, obviously... I'm not going to get into it. You never played it. I'm not going to explain the whole fucking game. But that's kind of the same concept goes on there, is that you want airflow, otherwise you're going to get a lot of stagnant air in a lot of places. So if you don't have moving airflow, at the same time, you can't have moving airflow and airtight in the same concept. So you need open areas of airflow, while at the same time means for that airflow to happen. So it seems more likely to me that there's large expanses of areas of the ship that aren't airtight, but there are specifically seal-offable sections. Again, though, I don't know what the difference would be in starship design versus cruise liner design, where your airflow, or not your airflow, your point of contact is on the bottom versus all around.
Also, I think you would use more like air conditioners or similar systems to keep the air flowing, no matter what. Because
again, that would be stagnant and cold air versus just stagnant. You want to keep the air recycling.
Yeah.
I guess our example here would be submarine design. Which again, though, submarine design isn't like as big as a starship, right? Or whatever the hell you would call White Base. In that it is round and then cut off sections. But again, it's not big enough where I would use it as an example of what we're talking about here.
Yeah.
Not a great episode. I wouldn't put it in my top 10.
No.
Out of 18. I don't know, actually. Out of 18, that's a hard call.
We have 39 episodes in this.
That was 40-something, isn't it? Hold on.
40-something,
I've got my thing
41,
open here. 43. 43 episodes.
43. So we're not. We haven't hit halfway yet. We hit halfway bottom. We're halfway around episode 23, 24, I think.
46. 21 and a half.
Yeah.
So halfway
we're
through
close.
episode 21, we'll be halfway through.
So we're close, but not there yet.
Well, yeah, 2 weeks from now, we'll be halfway through this, and then goes to Zeta? I don't know. I could open my thing, but I'm not. I'm sure we'll also, by the halfway point, be getting a ton of people, regardless of the fact that we expressed that we have a watch order, who will tell us a watch order.
Yeah.
There's still people in 7 telling us all the stuff not to make sure we miss in 7.
Mm.
Probably because we just released also Macross 7 Plus, saying that, we forgot this and we're recording it from the future. Which is apparently, people are voting no confidence now. Alright, well, I guess that said, let's go ahead and get on into it.
Before we get started,
make sure that you hit the like button,
hit that subscribe button,
comment down below to feed that algorithm.
On top of all that, if you want to watch more shows like this,
unfiltered,
uncensored,
and uncut,
as well as some early access stuff,
you can check it out over on the Patreon.
It's just $5 a month, but hey, no pressure.
There's zero pressure in order to do that. It's just a little bit of extra support, and it would be greatly appreciated.
I guess the thing is that I'm just wrong. I don't actually say stuff like, I like the scene with naked girls in it. See, if you were the editor, what you would do now is you would clip that part out and just use that for later. But thank God thank God and curses that I edited everything. I think if this channel ever did make it big, that would be the first thing I would do is hire an editor.
I like video editing. I'm not very good at it, but I like it.
Well,
I hate audio editing. That's the part I hate.
Well, I don't have an ear for it. Also, I guess curse is that I'm also the audio editor. Well, I do everything in post on Audacity.
Yeah.
I get a macro specifically called Zeta macro, just to run us all through compressor, EQ, and normalization. Everything else I do by hand. I say I do a lot by hand. It's that level of I'm doing a lot more than I originally did when we started the channel, but I'm not like going through and deleting all the ums and whatnot, right? That'd be too much. I would never be able to keep up with the release order of stuff. Last episode, Amuro was a dick. Plus, Bandai gave us an order to do more toy selling stuff.
Yeah.
Again, they should be able to follow the Gundam. Like, they can't lock onto it, but hey, let's follow the moving center of Minovsky particles.
ホワイトベースを脱走したアムロにはこんな訓練をすることもないのかもしれん。一方、月にあるジオン公国の前進基地グラナダから戦艦グアジンが発進した。ザビ家の長女、すなわちジオン軍宇宙攻撃軍総司令キシリア・ザビ少将の機関である。
Somebody you've seen 3 times total now? In, or not this, no, this,
I mean, she's the eldest daughter, but she's the only daughter of the family, so it's like that seems to be
so true.
Yeah.
She got better eyes in this one, though. Worse hair, though.
The whole ninja thing that she's going for is interesting.
Again, I think it's like visual recording. She doesn't want her mouth moving scene in case someone like breaks down what she said. Bigfoot. Gundam surrenders. It's also the setting for Gundam 00. That was nothing. Also, I guess he was really hungry. It's 2 cans. People in this show are not big up on clearance.
Among the Greek columns. This is in Syria or Iran or somewhere, I guess.
Yeah, Middle East. Arrest him?
脱走者は死刑に決まってらな。嘘でしょ。軍機ではそうなっているがな。今日まで一緒に戦ってきた仲間をどうしてそんなことができるの？必要ならばそうする。
Does this mean you need to run away with military equipment?
ね、フラーボー。アムロが出てったわけが分かったわ。こんなところに呼び戻すもんですか。
まあ、フラーボー落ち着けよう。俺たちは正規軍じゃないんだから、そんなことはしやしないよ。
でもリュウ、このままアムロのわがままを通させるわけにはいかないわ。
そりゃ勝手な行動をしたんだ。
I mean, literally, we're giving him extra rations of food and he ran away.
それはわかりますけど。
But
my problem is that I feel like we're expected to side with Amuro on this, and I certainly do not. feel like whoever drew Ryu, they were like, give me like the body of Santa Claus.
Yeah.
BSOP. MOON. That spells moon.
Oh, she's doom booging it.
It's
By
very
herself.
nice from a friend group thing, but also remember that he stole the thing that's protecting the friend group and ran away with it.
Also, they're
Oh,
in enemy
no Gundam
territory.
in there. He's not very good at hiding. Case in point. I would not be surprised if McWeave and Cassilia just didn't point down, that's the Gundam, and just landed over the mountainside. Also, not for nothing, he's wearing a bright yellow shirt.
That's how you get shot.
If Char was here, he would have kicked that gun out of your hand by now. For what? Maybe this is a thing most Gundam protagonists go through.
Yeah.
Being an insufferable ass before they turn into a good character. You jackass, you remember when my whole family died in an explosion right in front of me? And you slapped me?
Oh, we're not doing the slap-o-meter, so yeah, we forgot about that.
Is that your dig into me now? Is that how you're gonna dig back? That I'm not doing the slap-o-meter? Okay, Kai is one that we shouldn't have given a gun to.
Yeah.
To be fair, it is a revolver, so pointing it at them when it's empty, it's not like there's one in the chamber. But case in point, shouldn't have given Kai a gun.
Yeah, exactly.
Also, why weren't you getting a magnetic response at 6 o'clock? There's a car chasing you.
Must be large enough, I suppose.
Literally not a button where you were pushing. Solium. Hey, I was right. It is about asset denial. So you got old, Cassilia. I guess they're talking loud enough to vibrate the windows? They don't see your giant-ass Gundam head poking over the distance. So how weak are the Gundam's fingers?
フラウはホワイトベースに戻って連絡しろ。
アムロは
僕はここに残って偵察を続ける。
分かったわ。
Yeah, she's just telling you to get the hell out so you can do whatever.
Also, the hand was up here, up the mountainside, and not the
Yeah.
flat plain that she was just walking on.
いい的になりますよ。分かっている。ジョーンサーチャーから目を離すな。了解。ジオンに寝返るってことはねえだろうな。まさか。
I'm sorry. What?
ガンダム手土産に持ってきゃ栄養
Have you seen the Venture Brothers?
Yeah.
That
I know what you're
giant-headed
talking
kid. Yeah.
Yeah.
これだな。レビル将軍がオデッサデーで叩こうっていうジオン軍の鉱山って。ザクは一機も置いてないようだな。これならできる。
Sure, but they've got that giant floating erected ball thing.
Yeah.
ガンダムでここを潰せば連邦軍の軍隊が動かなくて済む。もうブライトさんにも未来さんにも口を出させるもんか。
Yeah. Because doing one good thing makes you not a deserter.
何事です。
騎士屋様こちらへ。
Look, I'm not going to say that he's not doing a good thing. He's obviously doing a good thing for a good reason.
Yeah.
Still a deserter who ran away with the main weapon of the white
Yeah.
base. And
the
somehow
Federation.
doesn't consider himself a deserter or doing anything wrong.
早く知らせなくっちゃ。見つかったらその時のことよ。
Oh.
All she has to do is go 88 miles per hour, and she'll be able to warn everybody before anything happens.
モビルスーツを前もって発見できなかった失敗。許しがたい。
騎士屋様。
アッザムの性能テストには良い機会です。お前がやってみせ。
騎士屋様必ず。
直接連邦軍のモビルスーツを目にするのも。
God,
今
everyone
後の
aged
作
in
戦には
7
役に
months.
立とう。
A war will do that to you.
I mean, these things never seem to pose any threat whatsoever. Again, beyond Amuro's weird noises, like literally
Yeah.
no damage to the Gundam.
There goes the shield. You might need that, Emerald.
I don't know. He got through the goof without it.
Oh, well.
Wait, you're gonna land this?
こいつは。
ガルマからのデータより性能ははるかにいいらしいな。マクベ、用心してかかれ。
Yes, it's 20% better than when Garma saw it. Oh, better shielding too. Or armor, rather. Honestly, though, this... Yeah, okay. I'd say this falls into the category of why would the dragon land? No shit.
上を取ったぞ。リーダー発射。
The hell is that?
Clog its air intakes, I guess.
なんだ
I tell you this, it's way too involved, whatever it is. Oh, it's gonna be magnetic particles?
表面温度4000度
No,
さっ
no,
きのそれ
okay.
みたいなやつのせいか
Is that a computer?
Yeah, I was gonna say, I thought the Haru was on board for a second. I was like, what's going on? There was a thing in Witch from Mercury that, like, put dust up into the air. It was like magnetic particles that would shut down, like, Gundams and whatnot. And I thought that's what was going on. This is just, like, superheated material or something.
なんといってもモビルスーツの研究に関してはこちらの方が長いですからな。
放熱磁場が弱ってきたようです。早くとどめ。
Yeah, I guess this is kind of as close to super napalm as they're gonna get.
動けるな
Oh, it had the same effect though as the magnetic shit, though.
ザクなら
Can't
とっ
move.
くに弱ってるはずですが、もう一度行きます。行くぞこいつ
Uh-oh, the Gundam music is playing. You're about to get your asses kicked. To be fair, we've seen this one time before on the Gauze.
Yeah.
やー
Now, I'm gonna say, Caecilia, probably not gonna die here. McQueeve? I don't know.
Yeah.
McQueeve, take your sorrow and turn it into anger.
基地が爆破あ
Probably should have tried to hover over the base and drop the Gundam into the explosion. Oh, no, they're just gonna get away. Okay.
Yeah, then.
Oh, I thought, like, Caecilia was gonna have to, like, eject or something.
No, nobody ejects here. You know that.
That's true. I forgot.
連邦軍が全力で潰そうっていうジオンの基地をやったんだ
Yeah, because this was the only mine.
Well, he doesn't heard about the other one. Oh, he did heard about the other one.
I don't know what you're talking about. You might be ruining something here.
No.
We
the one
attacked
that we're
the
talking-
other mine before, but that was nothing. It was literally worthless according to the Zeon soldiers there. I'm not counting mines he's been to.
情報回路は見事なくらいみんな破壊してくれた
No, they were talking about another mine 50 kilometers away.
あちち第102採掘基地第102採掘基地だって僕がやったのはたくさんある採掘基地の一つだったっ
Yep,
てこ
there's
と
more
な
than
のか
one mine on
デ
the
ビル将
Earth.
軍が叩こうとしてるのはこんな鉱山じゃないのかもっとす
That's
ご
why
い
go-
鉱山のことなのか
Also, as much as this place has survived, there should be soldiers still alive here. Please be holding a picture of Gandalf. Close enough.
君は
通りかかったものです。もうじき連邦軍かジオンの救助隊が来るでしょう。
まさか。
待っててください。
Liar.
血は止まったようです。これ発煙筒ですからね。助けが来たら。
Okay, I was wondering what the hell he was holding.
すまんな。そんなに早く来るのかい？助けが。
来ますよ。希望はいつも持ってなくちゃ。では。
よう。もしお前さんがあのモビルスーツのパイロットなら信じられんがね。パイロットなら敵に甘すぎると命はいくらあっても足らんぜ。
ありがとう。
Weird statement.
命がいくつあっても足りないか。
That's a sort of you try to save my life, so I'm going to give you a piece of advice kind of thing.
No, I got
can't.
that. It was just like, you know, it'd be like if they were pointed out that the guys in the truck were probably the Zeon crew that tried to blow them up. It's just like,
Yeah.
why would you say it in the moment?
Because he'd probably be the only. Well,
ガンダム一機でやったんでしょうか。それしか考えようがあるまい。
でもここはメインベースではないわ。
They think the Gundam did it on their own. Amuro's a lot more dangerous than we thought.
困ったことをしてくれたな。ガンダムのおかげで敵は我々に対して完全にガードを固めちまったと判断していい。
アムロ、今頃
actions have consequences.
Yeah.
でもどこにも姿が見え
Amuro thinks he's the hero, but he's actually made the operation whatever that much more dangerous.
Call her by single name for all.
Cool, 18 episodes in, that's all it took.
何よアムロったら人の気も知らないで。
No, he doesn't. He's a clueless teenager. Of course, he doesn't know.
戦う相手を目の前に見るアムロ。それはホワイトベ
You.
ースに
Look.
功をかけるランたちであった。駆けつけるガンダムのビームライフルがグフを撃破したとき、敵は笑った。機動戦士ガンダム次回ランバラル特攻。君は生き延びることができるか。
So I'm gonna assume Ramba Rao's about to die. Look, I can only assume he's the Waltfeld in this position.
Pretty much, yeah.
And the bar scene that we just saw has to be congruent to eating falafel. I don't know what the hell they were eating, seed.
Yeah.
Whatever you use chili sauce or yogurt with. I'm just happy that the side characters of the show have the same opinion as me, but that tends to mean that the side characters are wrong. It doesn't mean that I'm right, it just tends to mean that you're supposed to not side with the side characters and they're thinking that Amuro's a piece of shit.
In this case, I don't think so. I don't think they think there's a piece of shit. Things like he's being selfish. They're calling him out on being.
You know
what
that
he's
I'm
doing.
flippant 100% of the time,
Yeah.
so when I say he's a piece of shit, I'm just going to a logical extreme. He is a deserter, though.
True.
And he's made things a lot harder for a lot more people.
Yeah. But it's also not the first time he's gone off and attacked the base and think he can take the entire base on, so.
Well, it is the second time, though, that he's attacked a base and taken on the entire base.
Which makes it more than once.
Well, no. You made it seem like the implication was that he couldn't take it on the entire base.
No. As I said, it's not the first time he hasn't.
Well, no, because you added the second sentence is it's the thing for me. You're saying it's not the first time he's taken on the base and thought he could take on the entire base. If I heard that and didn't watch the show, I would think you were implying that he was not able to take on the entire base. It's like, no, this is the second time he's taken on an entire base and taken on the entire base.
And this time around, the base blew itself up, so, yeah.
Yeah, but again, what I was talking about before is that none of the weapons there were actually doing him any harm.
No.
So it really felt like he could have taken the day. Oh shit, starts with an A. I forgot the name already. Andius?
Yeah. It's called an armor, a mobile armor. As
Well, I
opposed
know
to,
that. I mean, I've done the whole. I was doing the whole poll on the favorite mobile weapon, which included mobile armors, mobile suits, Gundams, and also transports for some reason, because they're also considered mobile weapons. Because, like, trucks, like little, literal fucking trucks, like, that you could find on Earth today, Jeeps and whatnot, were also in the mobile weapons category.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. That thing. The one overly complicated weapon that it had that could do something, that was, like, the only threat. And can you imagine, like, okay, I'm going to throw a dust bomb in your face? Like, even in D&D, this wouldn't work. Okay, dust bomb. Alright, that's the end of my turn. What does he do? And then have to, like, launch a thing over top of it that then itself has to activate. It's harsh.
Again, it's falling back into those tropes from the super robot era, as opposed to real robots, where it's like, I have a gun, I shoot you. Either I hit you and kill you, or damage you, or I miss. Right? There's only 3 outcomes. I miss, I hit you, but you survive. I hit you and I blow you to bits.
Well, the thing is that we have no idea how high up the Gundam can fly on its own right now. But that thing should have just taken up as high as possible and just bombarded it. It's the concept of, why would the dragon land?
Yeah.
Why would the dragon fight you on the ground? It's got clear range and flight advantage. Also, it can just strafe you from anywhere. And that's also the situation from here. We're in the middle of the desert. You've got no clear allies around you. It's going to rock you until you're dead.
Yeah. But also, I think they wanted it to capture it, perhaps. That was the whole point of it, again.
I guess. They didn't verbalize it this time. Not like Garma and Char. They didn't talk about that. Their entire impetus was the base. And Solium, which I don't recognize off the top of my head. I'm going to assume the fact that they're getting 2 parts of it per ton means it's an extremely rare Earth element. So it's probably going to be this show's version of Gundanium. Because we know that the Gundam material is harder than normal material. So it's got to be something different.
Moon something or other, yeah.
Well, I don't know that it's moon something or other. What I'm talking about, moon metal Gundanium, is from Gundam Wing.
Yeah.
Anything else?
I didn't like the whole Fra thing where she goes after him. It's supposed to be this big emotional moment.
That was the best part of the episode.
But it made her look more foolish than anything else. It's like, oh yes, I'm gonna go in this open seat buggy in the middle of a battlefield, searching about this guy because we had to bring him back, right?
Well, it's not a battlefield. Yeah. There's like nothing around them.
Yeah, but you know that a patrol, something could show up, a fight or something could show up at any moment, right?
So, I mean, same thing would happen to you if you were on the white base, which, by the way, has open decks. So,
yeah, but the white base has guns and can move and attack. It's a warship, right? You're just running around in open air. It's like, oh, I'm gonna get my sedan.
Conceivably, Amuro's out by himself too, so you think Amuro's in danger and you care about Amuro. Plus, you're basically his mother.
Which
Amuro has 2 moms.
Yeah.
Look, I think the emotional connection between Fra and Amuro, I say emotional connection, the emotion that Fra feels towards Amuro, that Amuro does not reciprocate, is basically the best part of the episode. The base fight is one of the better fights of Mobile Suit Gundam, I feel like.
Yeah.
And that it's an encapsulated area, it's a lot of threat, it's only the Gundam by itself. Pretty good, but again, the fact that I don't see any threat there, like, they don't even show, like, burn marks on the Gundam. It's, like, not harmed at all. It's just Amuro, constantly, which we get a lot of in a normal fight.
Yeah.
So it's one of the better fights, plus, it's the new inclusion of a new threat type we've never seen before, plus Caecilius and McQueen, so 2 big enemies in one area as well. Made it good, but it wasn't like, I wasn't on the edge of my seat for it. Like, I didn't think anything was going to happen. At best, McQueen was going to die, And McQueen we've seen 3 times now, so
Yeah.
not a big deal. So the whole episode for me was the Fraw bit. Plus, I feel like there was a bit more animation that they'd done on Fraw's face that I didn't see. A lot more close-ups, and on the close-ups we're seeing like work done around the eyes to show that she's like on the edge of tears. They did a lot more freckle work, I feel like.
Also, she's crying at the end, so.
Oh yeah, and she's
I mean, I
gonna
do
find
like
him.
the fact that I do find like the fact that she takes the initiative, tries to find him. But why her alone? It's like, oh yeah, you're gonna go find her. Oh, go
because
ahead.
everyone else agrees that Amuro's in big fucking trouble. The
Yeah.
only part I didn't like was that, of course, he wouldn't come back if y'all are being this way, as though the military is a big family that isn't, No, we're harsh on people because people need to be harshly treated in order to understand the consequences of their actions. I've been recently watching. You ever seen the show Mr. In Between? Oh, it's a really good show. It's Australian, I think. The main character has to go to a what do you call it, anger counseling with a bunch of other people.
Anger
And
management, yeah.
Yeah, he feels like what he's doing that caused him to go to anger management is good. Because he goes, like, you do this shit in prison, you're going to get stabbed, you're going to get ganked, you're going to wind up dead. You do it in the real world, and people won't do anything to you because they're afraid of consequences and everything. So when I beat the shit out of that guy, next time he goes and picks on some other dude, he's going to think twice. And I've done a world of service because he's going to think twice when he does it again. So it's that kind of point of view of people need to learn. Otherwise, they're going to think they can get away with shit. If Amuro just wanders off with the highest piece of technology we have in our war effort, and actively makes the war effort worse by giving them warning that, oh my god, Earth Federation's out here actively fucking with our shit. Call in everything. I understand he's a teenager. Do we let the kid go who brings... Can't. Too real. Too real. I'm going to end my statement there, because otherwise I'm going to have to do more editing work later.
Yeah. That's why you don't hire, among other facts, it's a war crime. You don't hire child soldiers to run your highly sophisticated war machines because they'll act like teenagers, hormonal and impulsive.
Well, again, it's more so you don't give a kid a war machine that he might run away with. You keep your war machines where you can control them. I was almost going to say during this episode or the last one, I'm surprised there's not like a remote command that we know that the Gundam's on 3 parts to just like eject the head of the Gundam or something. The danger then being that Zeon gets a thing like that and just like...
That's the thing about kill switches. It only works when you have the kill switch. The moment somebody else gets it, you're in big trouble.
Yeah.
Like, oh, we put a kill... Why did we put a kill switch on this?
Well, to be fair,
it was
though,
a good idea.
there are
we
things
thought
that
it was a good idea.
I mean, it makes sense in some things, like, nukes. You don't want that thing to go off in the wrong place, even if it does mean there's a way to shut it down. All right, final thought?
Yeah, I already said everything I was going to say.
All right. Well, once again, I have been Theta. This has been Lessons. We've been Stone-Faced Reactions, and we will catch you next time. Bye-bye.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching another Stone-Faced Reactions. If you have an idea of another video we could go ahead and watch, go ahead and put it in the comments down below and we'll add it to the wheel. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe and let us know what you thought about this video, what parts you liked. And until then, we'll see you next time. Is this too goofy?